Madison police are investigating a shots fired incident that left one man with a minor injury. So police say this happened just after 6 last night near the intersection of Cottage Grove Road and Dempsey Road on Madison's east side. When officers arrived, they found a man who had been grazed by a bullet. He did not need to be brought to a hospital, according to MPD. Officers also found an empty vehicle with a bullet casing inside. If you have any information on this incident, you are asked to call Madison Police at the number on your screen.